As divine beings living in this physical vessel, we have a really good tendency at forgetting how powerful we are. And the reason why we forget this is because we have yet to embrace what is. And we make change so hard because we regret all of what we have done in the past. But what you're really telling yourself is you regret and have shame for who you allowed yourself to become in this moment. And this technique I'm going to share with you, yes, you can use it as a manifestation technique, but my whole goal is to share with you the possibility of when you emotionally detach yourself from what was and embrace what is, you could really allow yourself to see that change is not hard. If anything, you will learn to adore it because you will fall in love with who you are meant to be.
Let's get lost.
What is good, Scooch, you beautiful beings? Welcome back to another episode on Embracing the Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. If you're new to this channel, welcome, boo-boo. So glad you trust me on your journey. But other than that, on this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love. I do guided readings for each zodiac sign, and I talk about things I feel that need to be talked about that aren't talked about on this planet because it's our divine right to know more than what we have been told. Now, it's funny. I just realized the beginning of this video, I was just like, damn, I'm always talking about who you're meant to be, who you're meant to be, who you're meant to be. Because we all have a tendency to forget that we come onto this planet forgetting who we are so we can remember who we can be from all that we went through. And this technique I'm going to share with you guys today is the process of learning how to accept and let go. Now, I know there's a lot of techniques out there talking about let go, but let's be honest. We only use that technique to want to manifest something. I'm not here to share with you how to manifest. I know how to. But what I really want to share with you is understanding when we hold on emotionally, we forget what these emotions are trying to teach us. We forget what the present is trying to teach us. We make change difficult because we don't want to embrace this moment that leads us to the next, level of who we are. Now, this very technique, you guys, the reason why this technique just came to my heart and came to my mind is because I really was having nostalgic energies of the past. And I really had to stop myself and realize the way my personality is, the way I think, the way I operate, is it really who I am? Or is it something that I picked up because of the unresolved emotions that are still within me that are causing this ripple effect outside of me to think this is what I need in order to fill this void, in order for me to feel that I don't need to pay attention to what has happened, because if I have my vocal point on something that I want, then little do I know, everything that I don't want to see I can avoid. And that is the quickest way to abandoning self. What if I told you that everything you feel about achieving things, grasping, yearning for things, yearning for love, yearning for success, wanting more money, what if I told you all of these things that you desire out? I'm not saying it's not what you want, but what if I told you it's just stemming from unresolved understanding of your emotions? We make change hard because we abandon ourselves in this present moment, because we always want to linger with what's happened in the future, what's happened in the past, and then we wonder why we're so tired at the end of the day. Is because we're using our energies in the wrong way. Today, I want to share with you how to use your energy for intention to embrace what is so you can allow in what is meant to be within yourself and within your life. So, beautiful beings, I want you to understand that whatever is going on in your life right now emotionally, say you had a breakup, say you lost your job, say you're unhappy with where you are. I'm going to start off with one big example. When it comes to a relationship, and even though there was a lot of love within it, for some reason it did not work. And all of a sudden you're still having nostalgic energies about it. Like, what if this happened? What if I said this? What if I done that? What if I took the opportunity to pick up that phone call when they finally called, And then you're all of a sudden just warped up in this perspective of what if, to the point that you're abandoning where you are right now to assist you on allowing, what do you want? What do you really want within this moment? And some of you guys may say, I want that Xbox. Some of you guys may say, I want a new job. Some of you guys may say, I want more money. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. When you can't embrace where you are with compassion, meaning rather than allowing your emotions to fall into a dark hole, you know, the rabbit hole, they say, when you allow yourself to fall into that rabbit hole and you don't allow yourself to pull yourself out of it, we have a tendency to get so lost within the past that our body recreates and relives it, and our emotions and our mentality, to the point we become the version of the past. And this is why we keep cycling these experiences over and over and over with different faces, different places, and different ways. But with this technique, very intriguing, it's going to allow you how to embrace what is and accept and let go. And I don't want to share with you this so you can let go and try to attract someone back, try to attract something better. I want you to let go because I want you to realize you can become whole and complete without the yearning and grasping of the outside world, because you found the fulfillment within. So the way to do this technique is by, think of a very, very painful moment. For example, I'm going to bring this up because a lot of people talk about this, you know. They talk about relationships, they talk about love, they talk about the ex, they talk about why they can't allow him because of that ex. Perfect example. Say you have an ex and you have very resentful emotions towards them. What if I told you that very resentment is preventing you from allowing love in? But what if I told you you living in that resentment is preventing you from realizing what that resentment is trying to teach you about love and about your love life and how you receive and give it? So, you know, think of a moment that was very, very painful in your past and feel the fuck out that emotion. And I say feel it because when you could sit down and be still in the storm of your own inner self, because we all have a storm. This is why we abandon ourselves, because we don't want to feel, we don't want to think. This is why we move so quickly. This is why we work so much. This is why we drink too much. This is why we smoke every day, is because we're abandoning ourselves. So the way to allow this technique to help you to detach and feel whole and complete within yourself is by sit with what you feel and allow the discomfort. Allow that discomfort. We got to allow things to be in order to gain clarity on what we want things to be and how we feel it should be. And not should meaning like you're trying to control everything, but knowing that it's possible to have what you truly desire. So sit with what feels uncomfortable. So you had a caretaker that was very emotionally detached, and they really put you down, and all of a sudden when you got into certain relationships or you got into certain environments, it's just like you felt like people were always trying to hurt you, dictate you, control you, and you're just like, why do I always have this experience? It's because you have not allowed yourself to see why that experience hurt you in the first place. So again, back to that example, sit with what has hurt you. What has really brought you so much pain, and feel it. For example, you guys, you know, I have so much love to give to a person. So much love, to the point that me thinking that I have so much love to give to someone made me feel lonely. But here's what's beautiful that I was able to switch immediately, is that I felt that grief. I felt that yearning to give my love to someone and to give their love to me. And here is what's so beautiful. Instead of looking at it as something bad, like I don't have someone by my side, I looked at it as, wow, I'm hurting because I have so much love to give. I'm hurting because I have so much love for myself. I have so much love for the reason of why, what I want. That very moment, I embraced what I felt. I stopped denying it. When we deny our emotions, we can't embrace what is to accept and let go, and to allow ourselves to pretty much rejuvenate and resurrect ourselves into something so much more better. Because like I said, when you can sit with these emotions and feel them, little do you know, they're here to teach you something. They're here to share with you something. For example, back to that example, where I felt so much love to give to someone, I realized, wow, I'm a fucking loving person, to the point I will allow myself to change. I will allow myself to sacrifice all the old ways of who I used to be, of how I think, of how I acted, how I treated people. And I'm like, whoa, that just showed me how much I'm willing to fight for what I want. In that moment, I didn't feel lonely anymore. I felt so in love. Even though I don't have anyone, my circle is really small. It's just like, wow, I am loved. Because I started to see everything as love rather than everything against me. So think of a moment in your life that was very, very painful. Like, for example, that ex. They hurt you so much. But what if underneath the surface, the pain that you're feeling from that emotion is really trying to teach you, maybe you have trust issues. Maybe you have abandonment wounds. Maybe you don't know how to allow love in a way that feels healthy and peaceful, because you only allow it in through rose-colored glasses, through toxicity. You see what I'm saying? All of these things are trying to teach us something. Like, same thing with money and success. When we want money and success, we go and yearn for it, and then when we don't have it, we feel like we're nothing. But what if I told you that emotion of you feeling like you're nothing is really trying to bring you back home to understanding there's something within you that can help you feel whole right now, and all of a sudden an idea could pop up. A money-making idea could pop up, but it brings so much joy to you because it's just like, whoa, I gain clarity from stop denying what I felt. Stop denying the discomfort. Stop denying the negativity. Stop denying the sadness. Stop denying the loneliness. Because when you can sit with that and say, you know what, I accept that you're here. I embrace that you're here. Because little do you know, the universe is putting this in front of you to help make you, to help change you, to help you realize the truth behind it. And that is, you're not lonely, you're not sad, you're not broken, you're not unworthy. You are so the opposite of those very things. But you have to realize the perspective you hold about it by going through it and accepting it. And when you can accept it, you guys, oh, you feel a relief, and it's just like, you know what? I want to let go. I want to detach, because you realize attachments only create suffering, and detachments create peace. And that is the goal, for you to realize you can cultivate peace right now by embracing what is. Because when you reject who that old version of you that brought you to this moment, you regret who you are in this moment, and you should not do that. You should not do that when the present is a gift. They call it a gift because it's the very opportunity that we can take with intention of, do I want to live this way and relive the past, or do I want to embrace what was and fall in love with the unknown? So other than that, you guys, sit with the discomfort, sit with the emotions, and stop denying. When you stop denying it, little do you know, you create an energetic space within you to realize there's a bigger picture behind everything that I'm feeling. And when you allow yourself to see that bigger picture, you allow yourself to accept that this had to happen. This had to happen because it showed you what you were denying within yourself. So other than that, my beautiful beings, I really hope this helps. Please understand that when you're sitting in your emotions, do not wallow down the rabbit hole. Just embrace what is and go back and forth. It's okay if I feel this way. It's okay if I feel sadness. But do I want to feel it? Go back and forth. Contemplate with yourself. Feel the emotions of not looking at it as good or bad, but looking at it as, this is what is. This is what is. And what is the wholeness and completion of everything. So stop separating what's good or bad and start realizing if it exists, it's meant to be embraced. And when you can embrace it, you will gain clarity of what it's trying to teach you. And then you can accept and let go. And stop putting your happiness on things, people, and places that are not here to cultivate your happiness. They're here to show you the reflection of the happiness within you. So other than that, my beautiful beings, I love you guys so much. I really hope this helps. If it did, please like this video and comment below. What are your experiences doing this very technique? But other than that, you guys, if you want to book your own personal reading or healing session, all that information down in the description box below. But I love you, Awakening Ones. And remember, together we rise. Have a blissful day and week, and I'll see you on the next one.